Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming along here today. Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Yuliana Dewi and my partner.
Bibiana A, Ndana.
We are from Dharma University. Today we will invite all of you to discuss about some points that are very important for students. Does anyone know what we are going to talk about? Look at the picture. Can you guess what we are going to talk about? Yeah, thesis statement. In this presentation, we will discuss about how to write a good thesis statement. The purpose of today's presentation is to explain how to write a good thesis statement by paying attention to the characteristics. In this presentation, we divided it into 4 parts. The first is opening, the second is exposure of the material, the third is Q&A, and the last is closing. We will do a 5-minute presentation. In the Q&A session, you can ask questions in the comment section. Okay, next part will be explained by Alpha.
Okay, thank you, Yoli. Okay, let's get into the topic we are going to discuss. Does anyone know what is the thesis statement? A thesis statement is one or two sentences, usually placed at the end of your introduction that describe the main focus of your essay. A thesis statement is instantly for an academic essay. In the writing process, it is the main organized idea for your essay that help to keep your focus on the topic. For your writers, it serves as a roadmap for where you're going to take them with your essay. Before you write a thesis statement, you must know 3 types of thesis statement. First, analytical essay. Has your introduce asked you to assess, evaluate, analyze, or determine something? If so, you are writing an analytical essay. Example, while there have been many claims that vaccine can cause autism, an analysis of the scientific data show that vaccine do not actually play a role in children developing autism spectrum disorder. 2, expository. If your introduce has asked you to write a compare or effect essay, that you are writing expository paper. Your thesis statement will identify that main casus that you have identified in a casus. Or your thesis statement may describe that many difference or similar you will be discussing in a compare. Okay, next part will be explained by Yuli.
Okay, thank you, Alpha. Third is argumentative. If your instructor has assigned an argumentative or position paper, then you will be making a claim about a topic and presenting arguments based on evidence that support your claim. Your thesis statement will identify your main claim or conclusion about your topic and the main supporting points you will be developing in the body of your essay. If you want to write a good thesis statement, you should know that there are 4 characteristics of the thesis statement. First is direct. You should tell the reader exactly what your paper is about in 1 or 2 sentences. Second is limited in scope. You should be able to make a case within the limits of your paper. Third is arguable. People can agree or disagree with your position. And fourth is supportable. There is evidence to support your position. When you write a good thesis statement, you shouldn't make a simple observation. Only put your title in your statement and ask a question. Next. Let me show you how to write a good thesis statement. Step 1. Formulate a question that your essay will answer. Read your material closely, review your notes, and identify questions or ideas that you may want to write about. Example, How does the author use foreshadowing in this novel? Or what purpose does metasis serve in the lifespan of a tale? Step 2. Point form answers to your questions. Brainstorm and write down some general points that express your ideas about possible ways to answer your question. Select your best answer based on your research or knowledge of your topic. And step 3, combine steps 1 and 2. Turn the question and your best answers into a combination that tells the reader that paper is about. Depending on the complexity of the topic, a thesis may be a single point statement or it may have 3 or more points supporting it. Next part, you guys can give us some questions. The questions that given to us are only limited to 3 questions. You can ask questions in the comment section. Okay, the conclusion will be explained by Alpha.
Thank you, Yuli. The conclusion of this presentation is that there are several ways that can be done in creating a good thesis statement and can be understood by many people. Some of the methods that have been described are quite easy to do. By increase your knowledge, practice your writing skill, and develop your idea, you can improve your ability to write a good thesis statement. Well, we think the presentation about thesis statement is enough. Thank you for participating, and hopefully this presentation can be useful for many people. See you in another occasion. Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.